All right, countdown. 5, 4, 3.
Wait, but it's recording
2.
already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
Yeah,
is
this is
for
for Abram.
Abram. Esta chingada.
Shout out, Adrian.
Shout out, let's
We're
go.
trying to
I had to-
start.
I had to get a new
Fake-
internet because Abram got mad at me and said, "We're not changing."
Platforms.
I'm not
Hey, he's
changing.
not. Hey, he's not
I
trying
was
to
throwing-
relearn a new.
He's like, I just learned this shit.
Exactly.
The producer shut that shit real quick, and I was like, "Let's spend more money."
Of course he
Dude, that's one of the first times I've seen him be assertive as fuck. He's like, we ain't changing shit.
exactly.
Oh
He,
god.
he really put on his producer hat there.
He's like, fuck yeah.
Hey, leave this on, Abram. All right, start.
Clip it.
All right, I'm going to count from 3. ¿Qué pasa, mi raza? Welcome back to Los Fantasy Cuz. Thursday night football edition. And today, we got all the cuz back. We got Eddie, Gabby, Rob, Eric. What's up, guys?
What up? What up? Back again at it, and sorry for missing out another week, but we're trying our best out there, fam.
What up, familia? We're back. Like Eddie said, we're doing our thing. Had a couple of hiccups in the past, but we're here trying to do our thing.
What up, everybody? Still trying to figure out whose fucking alarm beeped and whose fucking internet doesn't work. So, still trying.
We got a new one, Rob. Yeah, the internet. We got a new one.
Internet gate.
Let's get it going.
Let's get it. So today we're going to go over real quick. We're going to go over some reactions, what happened over the weekend. We're going to go into a little bit of Coppa Italia, a little bit of MLS today, some Liga MX, some Chivas updates, a little bit of MLB, and we'll end it with some NFL news that came out this week, you guys. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the big game that happened this weekend.
The big
Real-
fart.
The Real versus Barcelona. What'd you think of the game, Eddie?
I don't know. I just, Sunday morning, kicked my feet up, said, let's see what happens. And I think y'all saw the result.
I mean, we started off pretty hot, Rob, didn't we? 2-0, Mbappe?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to hit up the chat or nothing. I was like, all right, deja ver que cómo va.
Let the shit play out a little bit.
Barca fucking comes back from 2-0 like it's nothing, before they start coming up. So, yeah, man, that shit was tough. 2-0, Mbappe looked good. He was starting off he's got his goal race that he ended up, I think, taking the lead in. But, Eddie, I thought you were going to be fucking celebrating your La Liga trophy today. You guys officially clinched it.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead a little bit, but thank you.
Eric, what'd you think of the game?
It was awesome.
Of course.
I mean, what? It was not a good game? The fuck?
No, it was.
I mean,
think
obviously for you guys it wasn't a good game, but I think in general it was a good game. It was exciting.
I think I said it on the Monday podcast that Real Madrid's defense killed it. La cagaron. Nasty.
Ceballos and Vasquez, bro. Those guys, both of those guys, like they ran into somebody like for 3 of them, I think, or twice. I don't know.
Yeah, the one where him and Mbappe run into each other, it was just like classic, like what the fuck is going on?
Didn't they score off that?
Yeah, Pedri took
Both
it right
times.
away and just played it through to Rafinha. I think that was the 3.
That was the 3,
3-2.
yeah.
I think
think
the craziest thing was how they just fell apart. Like after the 2 goals, and what did Barca score 4 unanswered right away before halftime or 3?
Well, it was 4.
It was 4. That was insane
It
to
was
see. Like,
4-2 at the first half.
yeah, that was crazy.
But honestly, even at that point, I was still like, honestly, anything can happen. And obviously, sure enough, they scored one, and there was a slight chance that they could have tied it up.
3.
They scored a
But-
late one before half.
The what?
They scored a late one before half.
No,
It was
4-2.
4-2.
It
At
was,
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
but there was a few. I think
It was
Mbappe scored 1-2 when he was offsides, though, where, again, Barcelona was playing their aggressive line, but they caught Mbappe right there. That could have
Mbappe looked
been.
good though, as everyone knows. Like you guys saw, he's actually started to look like a threat. It's just again where we have no like our defense messes up every time at this point. Like that's the whole thing. Like we were even talking about it during our chat, right, Gabi, that Eric thinks that Mbappe has he wasn't doing enough. Like we have guys out of position, So let's just focus on this next year, I guess.
I mean, that's all you got to look forward to, right?
Well, yeah,
Nope.
I mean, for both of us now.
We got the Club World Cup, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we'll see about that
You know
one.
what's crazy? That Real Madrid is probably one of the few teams in the world who wins, right? They have 2 trophies already this year. They can have a third one, possibly, and it's a failed season. Like, almost in no league in the world is that a thing. Where, like, in MLS, if you win the Supporter Shield, it's like, cool, we won something, If
You had a
win
good season.
the Cup, oh, we won something. If you want, obviously, you want the big one, the MLS Cup, you want Champions League. And then over here, these guys, they won 2 trophies in the beginning of the season. They're going to probably, hopefully, get their third with the Club World Cup, and it's a failed
And
season.
still,
So that's
because
it's kind of crazy.
Real Madrid, I think, holds the standard in the whole world, though.
Wait.
of all the teams.
Madrid's gonna win it?
Hopefully,
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. I just thought you said they already won it.
were you guys in the Club World Cup, Eddie?
Oh shit! Oh, here we go.
Oh, I was just asking.
Oh, Mister,
curious.
Mister, only Champions League counts. Huh?
Well,
But La
Club
Liga
World
doesn't
Cup-
matter. Copa del Rey doesn't matter. Super Cup doesn't matter.
I'm just
Clásico-
asking.
La
I was
Liga
curious because I
Clásicos
wasn't.
don't matter.
We were trying to purchase tickets, and I don't think they were an
Órale,
option.
órale. Yeah, no, they're not in it this year. Yeah, you're right.
So you're saying that UEFA doesn't fucking rig it, or FIFA wouldn't rig it for Barca, but they'll rig it for America? That's crazy to me, bro. They're
Yeah,
bigger.
you said it.
America's a fucking
You
bigger.
said it.
America's a bigger ticket than Barca. That's crazy to me. Fucking FIFA
yeah.
needs to figure out this shit and rig it for Barca.
We don't need it.
Hey, How often do you guys know it's going to be the FIFA Club World Cup? Is it going to be every year? Is it going to be every 2 years?
I think they're changing it up because they changed the format. I don't know if it's every 2 or 4, but I think since it's such a fucking big thing now where it's gonna take over like the whole summer, I think they switched it up, which is
Bro,
sort of
honestly, yeah, honestly, like I don't know what you guys think, but to me, it doesn't really seem like a big thing because it's like I feel like the last times that any European team has played in it, like they're playing in the final against some whack team, and they're playing all these whack teams. So it's like I don't know.
Well,
I've
I
never
think that's
put
why
much
it's different
importance
now.
to it.
cool. It's literally like a mini World Cup for clubs. So
Yeah, but do you think like since it's gonna be in the summer, do you really think like most of these teams are gonna throw everything at it, risking something when they got like everything else to prepare for?
I mean, there's a lot of money on the line, so I don't see
Yeah.
why not.
I
That's a
think the
good
teams
point.
will.
I think that's a good point of how our team's gonna strategize for this with that's so many more games, you know.
Well, mainly the European teams. The European teams won't be playing in their league because they're off during the summer, so they could throw all the.
No, yeah, I get that, but it's like, do you want to overload them still into the summer after pushing for everything? You know what I mean? Like the team like Real, Barca, all these teams that were trying to push for Champions League. Atletico Madrid's gonna be in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause they're
like
in the
they're
challenge.
fighting Champions League in the Liga. Like they're, I don't know. To me, it's like they'd be probably like exhausted, and then to go in and have to play a whole tournament again like this. I don't know. I don't know how they. I hope they put all the good players because that's what we want to see. But you know, that'll be interesting to see.
They
That
will,
is
will.
that is a good little topic to talk about because, as you know, like there's the other European teams or like teams that are going to be prepping for like Premier League next year or things like that. So it's like really you're going to want to go all out and then mess
That's
up
true.
for next year. So
That's true. That's true. So
For me, man, like silverware. I want it all. I don't care what it is. I want it. La fucking árbol de garnica. I don't care. I want it all.
No, man.
All of it. I want
That's
to win
a good one.
every game, every fucking anything and everything for all my teams.
that's the Real Madrid standard.
Yeah, right.
No, but we still got to give props to the winners of La Liga this season. I think today officially was because I said it on the last pod too that Barca just had to win one game to get to 85, and Real Madrid can only get to 84.
Let's go.
Madre, mira. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84. 84
Hey,
Oh, shit.
campeones!
Did he really have a fucking fireworks?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's been a long time coming, boys.
Te digo. I think
Señor Lamine Yamal, qué perro golazo se aventó el gallo ahora.
Let's ask some
No
questions,
mames.
to your
Bro,
mom.
that shit was insane.
it was too good, man. Unstoppable. Unfreaking stoppable goal.
And then for me, the cherry on top, Fermín getting his goal. Se lo quisieron quitar. I don't want to get into those topics porque luego se calienta la raza aquí.
Nah, it was
Hey,
onside.
Rob, in the video that I sent though in the chat, did you catch my little hidden message?
Which one? I didn't. I don't think.
Right
I
after the game, I was like cinco. It wasn't for the five goals. It was cinco de Flick a cero de Madrid. 5 wins
Oh.
over Madrid.
Oh yeah. That's what he was. That's his proudest moment. He talked about. I saw that. He was.
He has to. He has to
Yep.
put that on his resume.
Yeah, that is.
Honestly, bro, this season, I mean, obviously for me, it's been fucking crazy, but I'm excited for next season because we know that it's not always going to be like this. So when you guys get that first dub again, let's get it.
We're just going through what Barcelona went through last year because we beat them 4 times last year and won everything. This is their year. And they
Literally, it's like
They
that's
always
what
do
we
that,
that's
yeah.
what we want to see. I mean, obviously, you want to see
Flip.
for like the mixed fans, you want to see a little bit of both. But I think it was like a little bit of a all right. We're a little bit back. We're back. You can sort of say that.
Eric,
Yeah.
what did you think of the players, Eric? 'Cause
Of the
I
what?
know- of the Barcelona players, because I
What you think
know.
about your other team?
Because
Boy,
wait,
they're
before
still
you answer
hurt.
me, Eric, it's because I want to give props to Rafa Marquez when he was coaching Barcelona B team. What are they called?
Barcelona, be.
Okay, I thought they had a different name, but he coached a lot of those players like Fermin, Gabi, I think, and some of those players that right now are playing on the first team. And that's why I asked, like, what do you think of those players that have come up from the B team now playing on the A team?
I mean, I think it just sets in stone. I think like the whole La Masia thing is always, I think, to me, like the biggest, or not the biggest, but they've been the most successful in terms of player production. To me, that's what I think Barca's season was so special. On top of not just like, to me, it wasn't even the whole like they went 5-0 against Real. It's like the way they dominated Europe up to a certain point, and La Liga and Madrid, but like without having the money to spend either. You know, like the whole issues with being able to bring in them players. Can they even register los pocos refuerzos que traían? They were having to move players around to get Dani Olmo, and it's like these youngsters step up and like we're fucking knocking the ball around the park, around, you know, these big teams that spend and spend and spend. You know,
Barcelona
Real
did
Madrid.
misspend. I mean, I just want to interrupt you. I don't know if you know that.
Of course you do.
How much money Barcelona misspent for them to be in the situation, which Eddie should be able to understand, right? It's not like you guys didn't spend the money, but it's just the wrong way.
You guys totally took my comment to Osvaldo out of context, literally.
What was it, Eddie?
Because he's trying to claim that you guys don't have a defense. And, like, you guys don't spend money.
We
spend money.
we
Like,
spend money.
literally, he's like, no tenemos defensa. Like, that's the excuse?
No, we were like we were talking
And
about.
then you guys took it literal when I put the money sign. Like, it was literally La Masia versus the Madrid money that was spent this year. Oh, no.
Which is back to my point that I was trying to finish. It's like this whole season, you know, we can name up maybe 6-7 players at Barca were for sure starters, some hurt, that were being brought up because of the fact that they have all these rules or whatever that they can't spend supposedly. I don't know what the fuck the drama is, but all I saw is that there were some players that they couldn't register and they have a financial fair play shit. But back to the point, they did produce up to 6 to 7 players that were the crucial part of this year, and to me that's why it's a bigger story, and this dominance is a little bit above, I think, the other Real Madrid dominance, because Real Madrid is always going to dominate because they're the biggest spenders and they bring in the best talent. That's what they're known for. Like whatever you want to see it, that's what they're known for. They bring the biggest names, the biggest players every year, every season. And Barca, this year produced so many like future talents that it's like they almost produced more talent than the Messi era, because the Messi era was like 3-4 players, the Jordi Alba, Piqué, Puyol, Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, and this guy they're like 7-8 that could potentially, I don't know. I just think, to me, because I went through the academy ranks, like it's crazy to see all these kids come out and dominate the way they did.
Well, I think what Osvaldo was referring to is that Carvajal's hurt, Mendy's hurt, Camavinga's hurt, Militao's hurt, Alba's hurt, Rudiger's hurt.
Yeah.
We're not making excuses, but our defense is depleted, and that's why we're getting our ass kicked.
There is one good news, Rob, though. We just signed a defender, though. Do you know who that is?
Oh, the second one's on the way.
From Bournemouth, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Alvaro Carreras on his way, left back.
Oh, really? From Benfica?
Eric knows him.
Did they end up doing that thing that I heard that they might have made Manchester United have it do the buyback clause at 30 million, and then or 18 million, and then they were gonna buy him from Manchester United because he's like their.
I hope not. That'd be horrible fucking business.
Not really. You guys don't get anything for if he gets bought from Benfica right now, but if you guys trigger his buyback clause for 18 and sell him for 30, you guys make 12.
Yeah, but we shouldn't sell him for 30 if Benfica's valuing him at, what, like 60 or 70? That's why Real Madrid want them to trigger back the clause. Like, sell him at the highest price. Don't sell him back for 30. Real Madrid's got the money.
We spend smart, okay? Other than Hazard,
Real quick. Is money a bad thing?
No one was saying that.
No one was saying that. I'm just saying sell him at the price that Benfica's setting him at.
No, but what I'm saying...
Don't use us to get a discount.
Eric always throws shade about Real Madrid spending money, Real Madrid spending money.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying that it was more, to me as a player, because I went through those younger ranks too. It's awesome to see all these young academy players come in and dominate a club that spends instead of producing players. That's it.
I agree with that too. I like clubs that produce players. I want Chivas to produce players, but they don't. So I want them to spend money.
Excuse me, sir. Shout out Mateo Chavez, who just got announced today. So it's been a while. It's been a long time coming, but shout out to him for that one. I'm excited to see that. Yeah,
I got something for that later on in the pod, but.
No, yeah, that Barcelona definitely does a great job of fucking their youth system. They've had it since, I think they've been famous for it, but at this point they got a great group.
Xavi, actually, shout out Xavi because Yamal actually thanked him today. Like, he did have a big part in it too.
Dude, Xavi was a big part in all the players that are there now. Most of them, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just his issue is the defense again. You guys had like the defensive miscues during his era, but he had set it up good for that 1 year too.
Well, Hansi Flick, I think in general is way levels above Xavi as a coach. I think that was also the thing. I think Xavi took Barca on too quick from coaching a Qatar team and then jumping into Barca. And Hansi Flick does have that, I think, a little bit more pedigree.
That leads us into our next subject really quick, Rob. Who's the new coach that Real's going to get?
Xabi Alonso.
Do you think that he will be like a Xavi from Barcelona, or do you think he'll be more like Ancelotti?
No, I've seen after doing some like digging into it. I think I'm confident, right? Like for his first year, like how he took over Leverkusen, and his I think his dad was a coach before too. So it's like he's got the coach mentality, and then just the way that he's been able to like get the most out of his players at this point. I think it's going to be fine in Madrid.
Was that the first season?
No, I'm just saying from his first season, he had success turning around Leverkusen.
Oh, okay. But last season wasn't his first? Like, tenía varias... Because I don't know, I'm asking.
Dos.
Two?
Yeah, he was two.
Because last season was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
With Bayern. Or Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh,
Gabby,
yeah.
we're going to have to send Eric some videos of Xabi Alonso kicking the ball at practice.
I have them all saved. I watch them at night.
Beautiful. That shit. Like, it's almost like he kicks the ball and it's like floating on water. Like those are
Bro, there's still players that play pro that can't kick a ball the way he kicks it.
You guys remember the video when Tuca Ferretti was with Tigres?
Oh, yeah.
That's classic.
He was telling his players, like, así se patea la pelota.
Y le salió el viejito.
Hella badass.
Old school right there. That's for
So,
sure.
I think, yeah, well, that does it for La Liga, you guys. La Liga's over. I mean, I think there's only one game left, actually.
2.
There's still, oh, that's right. There's 2 games left.
Damn, no le van a dar las gracias a Ancelotti, su despedida. Like, thanks for everything you did, nada.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, actually, absolutely, 100%. I appreciate that because I'm going through that shit on MLS right now, and I appreciate it when, you know, he's going off, he's rolling to the sunset. Probably the most coach that has won all the trophies at Madrid. Probably the most historic, even as a coach in football. He's got 7 Champions Leagues under his belt. So yeah, hell yeah, we appreciate him. 5 good fucking years, man. He killed it.
I hope they
Fucking
do
badass.
something.
We
I
could.
hope they do something for him.
Eric's wearing his new
Oh, his new team.
his new
Yeah,
team
I'm
right
excited.
there. I think Eric's cheering for him. But yeah,
This is my indoor jersey.
we couldn't be- I
Good
couldn't
luck
be
with this
more
new
happy.
generation of Brazilians.
Tá cabrón. Ay, shit te
He,
pego.
he could write the ship, but it's different times, brother.
No, I mean that's the team that like you want to have him make that next challenge for himself and see how good of a coach he is. So I think
Yeah.
that's what he did it for himself. But I was appreciative of what he did with Madrid for the short time again. That they're coming back again. So let's see. But I think with what you don't think that the Brazilian team has enough talent to compete or to make it to the top again or what?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like hit or miss right now, honestly. Because even Rafinha, like, I don't know. There's moments where I'm just like, what the fuck? But we'll see. I'm excited to see those games coming up before the World Cup and obviously next summer. He doesn't have a lot of time, bro. Honestly.
Like less than a year, right?
Yeah. Luckily, he's coached half of them already with Militao, Vini, and Rodrigo,
Yeah.
Rodrigo.
and Casemiro if he makes it.
Tá cabrón. But anyways, I think that does it for La Liga. Again, we'll maybe keep tabs on the last 2 games of the season. We know the champion now. We want Madrid to stay in second place. Atletico's in third. So we'll just keep tabs on the last 2 games of the season and bring it up in the future podcast. But I think we should move on to our next segment real quick. Just talk about it real quick because our Mexican Santi Jimenez and his team played a final this week, La Coppa Italia. And they played against Bologna. Do you guys know what the result was?
1-0.
1-0 Bologna. Man, if I could have bet on this game, I've been bringing up Bologna, Rob, the past few episodes. I was like, these mother suckers are not playing bad at all. And they ended up pulling it off 1-0.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Damn.
I'm starting to think that your fucking hair is blonde at this point, Eddie. Now I want you to have a blonde hair, dog.
Hey, nah, I don't even want to risk it, bro.
Oh shit! Cuando te miro, I'm like, blonde. I already used to it now. There's so many episodes you brought it out.
That's Eddie's alias. That's when he gets lit. Sale.
It was fun while it lasted.
Brittany,
But
you look
anyways.
almost more Britney Spears than fucking Lamine Yamal, but
I'll take that as a compliment.
The only thing I got to report about this Coppa Italia is this was Bologna's first major trophy in 51 years. They were in like second division and like they won like the second division 2 times or something like that. But this is their first major trophy in Serie A, being at the top. And I guess that's what motivated them, because what's interesting is Milan and Bologna played each other a week ago.
Yeah, last Friday.
And Milan beat them 3-1.
2 goals by our golden boy.
That's right. And in this game, unfortunately, he didn't start. He subbed on in the 62nd minute, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for Bologna to pull it off. So that's the Coppa Italia right there. It's over. I think Milan now has to focus a little bit more on Serie A, I think there's 2 games left in Serie A. So we'll keep tabs. We'll keep tabs on Santi. Hopefully Santi keeps doing good. And then we can have him in the summertime with Mexico and start for us. La selección. I think our next subject is going to be MLS. Let's dive into MLS a little bit because one of our compas is wearing some MLS right now. What'd you think of the Wednesday game, Gabby?
Fuck. Well, like I texted my compa last night. I was like, man, I needed that shit because we went up to Seattle and got our ass kicked. And I kind of just feel like home field advantage in MLS is a real thing, especially with both of our clubs. Like, it's hard to go up to Seattle and beat Seattle, and it's hard to come to LA and beat LAFC in LA. We don't lose a lot of games there, and you guys don't lose a lot of games up there.
Didn't you?
Wait, I have a question, Gabby. Do you guys have a coach now or not yet?
No, but
Like an interim still?
what do you mean?
No, he's still there.
He's there. So there's something I want to say about that. So I appreciate Chirundolo for having the balls to come out and say, hey, I spoke with my family, I spoke to my wife. I'm leaving at the end of the season. We're moving back to Germany. Very respectful. I appreciate him for everything he's given us. Supporter Shields, Western Conference champion, MLS Cup, right? With that being said, Tyler Twellman said on X or whatever you want to call it, the phones they don't stop ringing at LAFC. Like, dudes are lining up to want to come coach us. So it's cool because now we have a full season to identify who they want and who they want to bring, and that just sets us up better for the future. Now Gago can go fuck himself.
Yeah,
right?
hell yeah. Nobody wants it.
I don't appreciate that, and you see the two different ways that dude is a liar, and he just fucking did and gave us a middle finger and said, hey, I'm out. You know what I mean? So I appreciate Chirundolo for that, but he's like, hey man, I'm leaving at the end of the season, but the goal's still the same. We still want to try to win MLS Cup, and we still want to try to win what is that fucking Leagues Cup?
Bro, ese pinche Gago hasta el aire acondicionado se llevó el hijo de su puta madre.
Hey, in one day they did the deal. Okay.
With Gago.
Fuck that
Just
fool.
to be clear.
Gago just had $2 million sitting, and he's just like, here to pay his own clause.
Pa que veas la clase del cabrón, and then over here we're more like, hey guys, like I'm bouncing, like so it's respectable, it's fine. But yeah, back to the game. Yeah, I told my compa, fuck man, we went up there, we got our ass kicked, and I just think that the roles flipped. Like, we went up to Seattle, and nothing went right for us at all. Nothing. Yeah. We had a lot of mess ups with the new guys that started, and then Seattle and then both clubs had a rotation on both ends.
Yeah. It was like a mixture of lineups on both teams.
Yeah,
But I mean, no excuse. I think it just feels like we're trading blows right now.
Yeah.
Like boom, 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 boom. But yeah, that shit was not fun to watch yesterday.
I was pissed. That young guy, Gabby, what is he, Salvadorian? That kind of like, is that his last name? No, he scored what he subbed on, and then he like turned our defender and like curled it around our goalie.
Oh, Martinez, but it wasn't. They call it offsides on Ordaz.
Oh, it was okay. I thought that counted. After that, I was like, I'm done.
How did Dwayne De Rosario's son look?
He had a couple good shots.
I mean, he didn't really get too much play, honestly. Like, he was there in person.
He got a yellow card.
I mean, it wasn't a bad showing, but I feel like it was a lot for his first start.
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand it. There's fucking 3-game road trip, but no fucking excuse. We gotta show up, and they fucking didn't show up. Like, regardless of who's on the field, and that's the shit, right? You just signed this kid. All right, cool. Well, good luck. But it wasn't just him. I mean, it was like mistake after mistake. Obviously, that first goal that Thomas, like, what was he doing, bro? Like, I think if he saves that, it could have been a different story in the sense of it would have been maybe not 4-0. At that point, I'll take the L, but fucking 4-0 is like, bro.
No, embarrassing.
Bad.
But I mean, shout out to LAFC. They literally every bounce, like everything le estaba saliendo. the fucking Boanga, like Kim alcanzó a fucking little poke,
Voltearla.
and it still bounced off of him. He's like, oh, perfect. He set himself up. Boom.
Those kind of shots are crazy because the goalie can't really anticipate it because it's like quick.
When I saw that, I was just like, nah, everything's going wrong for us today. Literally.
I just hope we meet again in the playoffs because this year we've played each other twice and they both times have been rotated
Lineups.
rotation lineups. So
Yeah.
it'd be kind of cool to see just your strongest versus our strongest and
Yeah, it will.
yeah.
Just like the playoffs. last
You know
year.
it'll happen.
Yeah, because the
for sure.
playoffs last year, didn't we beat LAFC 1-0 at your house?
Yeah, we got eliminated.
Yeah, so it'll probably be kind of the same story if we meet each other again this year in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then the season before they beat us at home, so it's like
That's right.
Like that's what I'm saying. We're just trading blows right now.
But
you love to see it.
A big reason of the squad rotations, though, Eddie, is also because who we playing on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean we're going down to Portland, rivalry, obviously Cascadia match, and then they got LA Galaxy on fucking Sunday night también. So
Pero el Galaxy, ¿cómo andan?
Damn, how many games?
I don't know, but they keep
They
bro.
haven't
No,
won
no,
one.
no, no. We
It's
gotta
like
talk about
12, no?
their last week is fucking crazy, bro. Se pasan de verga.
They were winning? Why? Because they were winning 2-0, I think.
Well, yeah, but even before that, they lost 7-0 to New York Red Bulls.
Yeah,
last
New
week.
York put 7 on them.
Oh, it was the
shit.
rematch. It was the
Bro,
rematch of the final.
7-0. Like, as much as people give hate on or shit on MLS, you don't typically see those type of
Yeah, you
results.
No.
So when I saw that, I was like, you gotta be shitting me, bro.
Have they still kept the coach?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, though, guys.
Can you imagine how hard that is to like not want to fire this guy because he just won you the cup? It's like, how do you get rid of him?
They have three points on 3 ties
And 0 wins.
and 0
The
wins
only
and 10,
team.
10 loss.
It's wild.
And Madrid's over here worried about their defense.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Rob's comparing MLS to La Liga. Oh, man. Look at the steps we've taken right now.
Soccer is beautiful.
Classic.
Soccer is beautiful.
Soccer is beautiful. Okay.
Wait, I want to talk about the standings a little bit because with LAFC beating Seattle on Wednesday, they jumped us now. They're in 5th place with 21 points. Seattle stays in 6th place, or they drop down to 6th place with 19 points. Portland, Eddie, is in 4th place with 22 points.
So please,
And-
So that would help us if we were to get a result, obviously. But
Exactly. El crazy Vancouver is still in 1st place with 27 points. And Eric's surprising team, San Diego FC, is in 2nd place right now with 23 points. What do you think about that, Eric?
Fuck those fools, they beat us.
wait, who's us? Because I don't know who you go for nowadays.
Well, they beat me.
When you root for that many teams, you're gonna win a cup for sure.
I didn't understand it, but they beat the Rapids 2-0.
Oh wait, that's us?
Well, that's me.
Okay.
That's his number 1. So, a lot of good games. I mean, rivalry week this weekend. LAFC Galaxy, Sounders Portland. The New York teams, I think, are playing each other. A lot of them. I mean, there's so many rivalries. The Ohio teams are playing each other.
wait.
Who else?
Quote unquote rivalries. También que no se pasen.
With who?
I mean,
Who are you referring to?
I don't know. I just think rivalry week is funny. Like in that part, I feel like MLS tries really hard.
So who do you consider rivals?
Like obviously all the locals, like the New York teams, yeah. But like, what the fuck is Atlanta and Philadelphia? Obviously, there comes a point where some games you have like, certain teams have to play each other because everyone plays each other every weekend, right?
Yeah.
Like Austin, Vancouver, okay, obviously because they put Montreal and Toronto, so those,
those two are rivals.
But even then, it's like,
Houston, Dallas.
Yeah,
Austin,
could be, yeah.
Vancouver.
I don't know. To me, like the OG ones, like que siempre son like the good rivalry ones. I think it's always the New York teams. It's the Seattle against both, like Vancouver and Portland, whichever one that toca, and then Colorado RSL because that one has been one of the oldest ones. And then in terms of the Rocky Mountain Cup, in terms of new rivalries, I think the only one that you could consider is just the LA one. And then outside of that, they're just kind of like Eddie said, they just kind of make up like these rivalries like with everyone else. But like to me, there's only like 5 like real rivalry ones.
Eddie, do something for me real quick because I can't remember the guy that wrote an article. Go on MLS website real quick. And there was a guy on there that put up the top rivalries right now. And guess who he said was the number 1 rivalry in the country right now? The LAFC versus Galaxy. I was like, right now that cannot be the number 1 rivalry. It cannot.
Well, it depends on what you're how you're ranking them. If you're ranking them because of like recent times, like I think that one's the one that gets most viewership. Just because like Portland and Vancouver, I don't think have been as relevant as Seattle has recently. To me, I don't know about you guys, but that's why I think he puts that one. Because the LAFC, LA Galaxy for a while, like that was like everyone was tuning in for that shit. Because of like Zlatan, Carlos Vela, all that,
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, I think the 2 most important ones for the league right now today is Seattle-Portland because they are probably the oldest rivalry back in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, our market makes our rivalry just
Bigger.
more intense, I guess. But take away the market, take away LA, take away MLS, take away all that stuff.
What are you left with?
To me, the global derbies are the best. Like your Manchester United, Manchester City. You know what I mean? Like
Boca River.
you breathe the same air, you work in the same places, you walk the same streets. Chivas Atlas, you know what I mean? You're with these people all the time. So the rivalry is year round. Where like Real Salt Lake and Colorado or whatever, those guys never see each other. They see each other when they play, and that's it. Once a year, twice a year, or whatever. So
I see a lot of Mormons here in Colorado.
Ándale.
Elder. Hey, Mormons. Never mind. We don't want to say anything.
Side note. Here we go. Side note.
No, we don't want to start. We don't want to.
Here we go on what? You know a Mormon chick or something?
I've been watching the Mormon show.
Oh
I don't
no, the
remember what
wives
it's called.
one?
Yeah, the wives one.
Dude, why am I not surprised that you're watching that, dude?
Nah, bro.
The soaking, huh?
Porque el drama está bueno, so I just wanted to throw that side note in there that you guys follow me when I'm watching the real. What are they? I don't even know what they're called. The real Mormons of you. I don't know.
Nah,
You
but
know.
honestly, Fabian, just to, I guess, put my 2 cents, I don't put much weight on those articles. I feel like it's quote unquote clickbait because it's literally one guy saying how he feels. So like for me, it's like I saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that's what he thinks. Like it is what it is, right?
Bro,
That guy's kind of whack too.
I'm not like gonna get butthurt because they're saying, yeah. I mean, I tune in when they play too. Like, but if you want to break it down, I mean, yeah, break it down. But I mean, to me, it's like it's whatever.
It is kind of like clickbait because if that website would have comments, because they used to have comments where people would go on there and comment, they took it off because an article like this, Rob, would be fucking flooded with Sounders and Portland fans right there when seeing that article. I was about to go on there and be like, what the fuck do you mean?
well, let's debate it right now.
Let's debate it.
I mean, the main point, Gabby, that you said was because of the 70s, the Seattle and Portland have had that history. I don't know if LAFC and Galaxy have had a history like that.
No, they don't. Obviously.
Well, no.
No, I think that the Portland.
They've played 24 games. The Sounders and Portland have played 141 games.
Yeah, that's way bigger rivalry.
Just
Like
with
I'm just
that-
like that's what Gabby was saying. Like I like honestly the Colorado RSL like on paper it runs deeper and it's bigger even than the LA win. But the LA because of where they're at and the stars, I think that's why this dumbass puts it as first, right? But
Well, no one's taking away the fucking crazy games that they've had because they've had
Yeah.
some fucking
Yeah.
crazy games. But like I said, it's just it's the opinion of everyone. Obviously, to them, that's their number one. They're going all in for that fucking game. No one wants to lose that game. Same for us. Same for Colorado. Same for Utah. I mean, they're putting up San Diego versus Galaxy. Like, obviously, they're trying to build that rivalry between the teams that the cities already have.
Yeah.
So,
Well, like no one even talks about it, but probably too technically FC Dallas and Houston probably runs deeper. You know what I mean? As deep as like one of the older ones because they're one of the OG teams too.
They used to be called Dallas Burn too back in the day. I think they were one of the OG teams. You're right.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's cool. Like the obviously the league has grown and there's so many fucking teams that sometimes it's hard to keep track of because they have like the Cincinnati. We haven't even touched. Hell is real. The Cincinnati and
Columbus Crew.
yeah.
Columbus, that's a good one.
Yeah, no, that one's good. There's lots
As of
players
recent,
around.
they've had some good battles. I mean, in the playoffs, I feel like that's the big one when you start playing your rival in those meaningful games, which are like the playoffs, the elimination games. That's where you really start building that like history and that hate and everything. Because that's, I mean, there was a run right there where I think we were eliminated by Portland, and then we would eliminate, and that's when you really fucking feel it. You know,
Yeah, but
3
even
points
the-
or 3
yeah.
points, but the elimination games are the ones that are
Hurts.
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? And then you got to remember it all off season, and so
Yeah, but even then, Eddie, like I think it's like those rivalries even stick out during the regular season. Like, that's how you know it's a real rivalry because it's like if you look up like what on the Saturday slate and you're going through it and you see, Seattle Portland or you see LA versus LA Galaxy,
Yeah.
like you point those out right away because it's like self consciously you're like, damn, that's a rivalry.
Yeah.
And I could see fucking hell is whatever the fuck they call it, hell is real on a normal Saturday, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. It's
that
like
means what does
that's
that mean?
so that's how you know like those are the real rivalries because like when they you know they matter during the regular season too.
don't know
I guess
about
a good. Go ahead.
I don't know about you guys, but our rivalry is not only on the
tráfico?
pitch; it's on the fucking streets too.
El tráfico.
Yeah, like that shit is always out of hand. Always.
Gabby,
Before LAFC even field the fucking team.
Gabby, you guys gotta get like a petition and name the Clásico like something
would
better.
What would you change it to?
El clásico angelino.
Literally, I remember when Gabby said that shit at the beginning.
Wait. But how are you gonna call it that if you guys give him the Carson name?
What's the Carson name? What do you call him?
Well, no, they play in Carson.
It's in the greater LA area. It's in the greater, it's like the
Gabby, I'm
greater
not.
LA.
I like that name. I'm just saying, it's.
Yeah,
So
I know what
are you
mean.
saying they can't be? It can't be called the Clásico Angelino.
Well, no, because
Shit,
they throw
that-
that in their face that they
look at
play in
the-
Carson.
I'm comparing a different league, guys, but look at the Los Angeles
Oh,
Angels
shit.
of Anaheim, guys. Oh my God.
MLB versus MLS. Oh, here we go.
No mames,
Naming?
no mames.
Oh God. I can't
Nah,
believe
hey,
that.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, Gabby.
Oh, so first off, I hate that name. Fucking hate
Yeah.
it.
I know that's why.
I know that's why I picked you right here when I was like, what should we change it to?
Wait,
Because I
what
know
were,
he
what
hates
were
it.
other ones? What were other ones?
Well, no, that's the thing. Some fucking dumbass coined this shit somewhere on Reddit or somewhere.
Yeah.
And it caught traction, and it just fucking like wildfire.
Yeah.
And the news picked it up, and they're like, "Oh, LA, there's traffic," and like.
Can you imagine explaining it to like Europeans? Like, hey, what does el tráfico means? Oh, it's just there's a lot of traffic in LA.
It's just exactly.
But I don't know if that's any better than Hell is Real, because literally the way that came about, I guess the freeway that connects the two cities, there's a big ass sign next to the freeway that says Hell is Real, and then that's how that somebody brought that up.
Somebody,
I don't know, bro. Like, you could have named it something like, I know this is kind of like, I don't know if it's overused or like corny, but like, I think if they even put like Battle for LA or Battle Los Angeles would have been a lot better than just El Tráfico, because those two teams are literally battling to be who's the biggest team in LA.
yeah, pues ni modo.
Unfortunately, I think it's too late how to change it. It's already like,
No,
Yeah,
it's late,
exactly.
it's late.
Yeah, it
Me
already has
voy a
that.
tener que colgar de ahí, ni modo.
yeah.
Wait, Eddie, when Seattle plays Vancouver, is that a different name?
No, they just call it's Cascadia Cup, but they just say a Cascadia match because obviously there's 3 teams.
Okay. That one's a dope name though. Cascadia Cup is a dope name.
Stadium,
So
just because
Yeah.
of the area.
these fools over here, they try to do something like that, and I think the fools from Carson, they don't want it.
Oh, like a something physical, like a cup or something.
Yeah, for California, no
It would be cool, dude. I mean, especially now with fucking San Jose
San Diego.
and San Diego, and it would be cool.
Yeah. The Rocky Mountain
Dope.
Cup they have a trophy.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's
I seen
cool.
the-
Yeah.
I like when they do
Yeah, that's
little-
cool.
little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you think maybe like adding for this importance of this week, maybe like an extra point for the win or something?
The well, the
that'd be-
Sounders do
that'd be
something like
crazy.
that. Rob, did you know that the Sounders do something like that when we play Vancouver and Portland?
Over the
Because
Cascadia Cup.
We have a Cascadia Cup,
Nice.
and we get points towards that. Right, Eddie? Explain it.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you win, you get 3 points. So like out of all the games that you play each other, whoever has the most points wins the cup that year.
Oh,
So
okay.
Cascadia
But
Cup.
as of recent, sorry, what was that?
There's 4 games.
Well, that's the thing. Like the fucking MLS has been so whack. Like it changes every year because there's a new team. So there was a while where the fucking schedules were unbalanced, and there'd be 2 games here and then 1 over there, and then the next season there's 2 games over there, 1 here. Like versus one team, you play them 3 times. So then they were doing like only 1 game counted, or I don't remember. But luckily this season is just 2. So 1 home, 1 away. That's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
How do you guys? How do you guys feel about that? Like,
I
don't
like that system.
No. I'm saying, so like, we played you guys like 4 or 5 times last year. I don't like that. Like,
Yeah, I mean that was
more exciting. Like,
Yeah.
when we face each other once or twice. But like, we played LA Galaxy like the last 2 years before that at the Rose Bowl, like 1 over there, 1 in LA, and then 1 at the Rose Bowl 3 times in one season, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a point where it was getting old for us too. A lot of like people were like, "Bro, we play them every month." Like,
yeah,
unfortunately, it happened with all the tournaments. Like, obviously, it was
yeah.
Open Cup, Leagues Cup, but I do hate how they do when they do the Open Cup, they do like all the
Region.
West teams.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same shit that we've brought up before, where it's like MLS needs to change their ways with stop trying to fucking follow MLB, NFL, like just mix it all up. Literally,
Yeah.
it will make it so entertaining. Imagine an LA final, not a Western Conference final, a
Just the
final,
Final Four final.
Yeah.
or a Portland, like
Yeah,
fuck,
Portland, Seattle
fucking
final.
go crazy. So, but we're not the commissioners, unfortunately. We don't know anything about football.
Shit, MLS does a lot of changes though. They do test things like changes in that league, so that's what you got to at least give them credit for.
Yeah.
Well, that fucking playoff, the 3-off thing is fucking retarded.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
the
so
most
annoying.
sorry. It's the most stupidest thing that MLS tries to use. Like back to Rob's point, they try to test things out. It's like soccer's so simple. Just
So,
fucking follow Liga MX style, because say what you want about Liga MX, once Liguilla starts, like, you know, like if Chivas is in it, it's fucking good. Like the Liguilla, as much as we criticize them, their playoff format is good. I think like it's
Except for the play-in.
I don't know
Except
how
for the
I feel
play-in.
about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Where if it's like
teams get in and it's like 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, and then that takes off. It's like, dude, that's a real playoff format. Like I like that format more than the point systems in Europe.
But Eric, do you like that? Because so on my like bringing that up, right? So like if the 2 seed is ahead of the 7 seed, but the aggregate goes 3-3, like they'll give the number 2 seed the pass through. Like they won't even go to extra time. I don't really like that.
I don't
Well,
like
those rules
the
change
specifics. Yeah, I don't like the. I'm talking about just in general.
the format.
8 teams get in, and it's like and that's the playoff start. Like it's not, they don't separate them and conference, and it's like the best 8 teams get in, and then boom, agárrense.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
the away goals and all this shit. But no, I don't like any of that.
Yeah,
But
I don't
it's
like
just
this.
like
See, that's the thing I don't like.
Yeah, once the top 8 starts, I don't know. That's what I like.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I'm like, oh, dude, that's kind of whack. So it's like same thing with like if we want to go into La Liguilla now. I mean, if we're gonna go into it now,
And to Liga MX?
yeah, Liga MX, because La Liga. I know today Who Cruz Azul?
Real quick, before
Go
you
ahead,
guys
Gabby.
go, I want to give a quick shout out to your guys' coach Brian Schmetzer for getting the number 10 in the all-time MLS coach wins.
That's
He's a
right.
very very likable guy. He got his 131st win. I don't know if you guys covered that or not, but congrats
Yeah,
to
I saw
the
that.
guy.
I saw that stat.
Ziggy Schmidt is number 2 on there, so there's 2 Sounders coaches on there, so you guys should be proud of that.
Bro, that's an
Bro.
insane that's an insane going from someone like Siggy to like that fool. Like, it's rare when that happens.
Oh yeah, that's phenomenal. Consistency, I love it.
But you know what's crazy, bro? I was looking at that list. How many fucking wins does Bruce Arena have? I was like, este way nunca lo va a alcanzar. Because that fool's still coaching as we speak.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a not an easy feat to get to that. But thank you, man. And you guys fucking killed it last night, man. Me dolió, pero you guys
Hurt
nos
me
ganaron
too.
bien. Nos ganaron bien.
But yeah, Rob, that leads us to our next segment that you were leading to. Liga MX is going on right now. There was a game yesterday on Wednesday, Tigres versus Toluca. They ended up tying 1-1. America and Cruz Azul were playing right now. Do you guys know if the final is out, if it's over?
1-0 Cruz Azul.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fucking love that shit. Fuck America, bro.
Wait, they got a red card?
No. Did they?
Cruz
Cruz
Azul.
Azul.
Yeah,
Cruz Azul?
Cruz Azul got a red card.
He's a good player too.
Damn.
Ignacio Rivero.
We still got to keep tabs on the second leg, dude, because you know that there's going to be some shit that might happen. Penal para el America or some shit. And
But Cruz Azul doesn't. If it's against Cruz Azul, they usually don't fucking do them dirty like that. It's like those are the two teams I would say.
sleep with one eye open still. Fuck that.
Damn.
But like to Rob's point, they win 1-0 and they advance because of the higher seed. So
That's true. That's true.
I gotta check it every year because I swear it changes. It used to be away goals. It used to be the seed. So it's like you gotta fucking literally check every year.
Oh yeah, if America wins next game, that's whack. See, that's
'Cause
where
they-
I can't
they
I
ended
can't
up
stand
in
that
second.
shit.
Toluca ended up in first, America second, Cruz Azul was third. So if they tie Global 1-1, America goes through.
Yeah, no, whack. That's whack. Even with Tigres, you know, like that's whack.
Did you guys see the last game? The Tigres?
Which one?
Bro.
Who they play?
I saw there was a hell of drama over it.
Yeah, it was wild. Like the ending, like they were out. Necaxa was beating them, bro. And Necaxa even had a chance to, I think, close it out 3-1. And yeah, se hizo un desmadre en el Nahuel andaba ya de delantero. Boom, 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 ping, pong, boom. Fucking ball goes in. They call the goal. They look at, like, there was a bunch of shit that happened, and they called it good. And they advanced in, like, the 97th minute to tie it, but they advanced because they're higher seeded.
Damn.
Yeah, one of those games I saw. I think it went to like the 20th minute and extra time. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
That's our league.
That is Liga MX. Who do you guys feel like will make the final? Let's go one by one. We'll go Eddie, Gabby, Rob, Eric. Who do you think will make the final?
Honestly, I'm thinking Toluca, Cruz Azul.
Yep, Gabby.
Toluca Cruz Azul.
Rob, who do you think?
I was thinking the same thing. Toluca, Cruz Azul. And that's what I'm hoping for.
And
then
Eric?
Oh, sorry, finish Eric.
All 4 times that.
Yeah, and I think all 5 times that we're all on the same page. We want to see a Toluca Cruz Azul final.
And if I
We'll
had
be
to pick
rooting for
between-
Toluca.
If I had to pick between Chiqueta and Vega, I'm gonna want Chiqueta to win it.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck-
that's a good.
fuck
That's a
Alexis
good
Vega.
subject. That's right. That's a good topic.
Nah, pero
right
el
there.
pinche Chiquete se puso bien mamón el güey.
I know.
Like
I know.
literally like extra. Like how are you gonna come out? You're a fucking Atlas canterano, and then you're fucking kissing the Chivas escudo, and now you're a fucking America cocksucker. Like, come on, bro.
Chiquete?
Chiquete?
No, I'm saying
Oh,
El Chicote.
El Chicote for America.
Oh, good.
No, but I'm talking
I'm
about.
saying, oh no, I know, but I'm saying a fucking Chicote.
Yeah,
Oh.
Besascudos anywhere he goes.
How many championships does Cruz Azul have? Because I know
9, creo.
Toluca's right there, right behind us.
I believe they're
Toluca
at
has
10.
10?
I think Toluca has 10 too. I think both of them have 10.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, shit's
So-
sneaking up on us real fucking quick.
Yeah, it is.
Well, good. I have some.
Which leads us to our next segment too. We got to see if we have any Chivas updates, Eric. What happened with the coach?
Ya no quiero ser más enojos, so if Eddie wants to.
No, pues you're the one that knows the most. Aren't you the one that gets the news the fastest?
Fake ass news, motherfucker.
Well, actually,
Making us look bad, bro. We're gonna get fucking. We can't be doing that. We can't be getting that.
In our own group, o sea,
it's not even confirmed yet, so you guys might have to take it back too.
I can't keep up with the haters.
What, Xabi Alonso?
No. I'm saying that the Torrent technically is still in talks. Technically.
So what happened?
Well,
I don't know. It's a fucking hot mess, and there's many rumors.
If Torrent isn't the coach, who's next? Like they're rumoring.
I don't even want to say his fucking name.
Who?
At least,
who, Eric?
I mean, just one of the options that was there, Jimmy Lozano, which is probably the easy one to go grab.
I don't know. I've heard a little bit of Almeida, but I don't think so. I've heard a little bit of this fucking new name is Diego Milito, which the last thing I want is otro pinche argentino. But I don't know. I don't know what everyone had confirmed. Fucking Torrent, like Fútbol Picante, Jesus Bernal, everyone had confirmed, and then out of nowhere,
Even the fantasy cuz.
even the
fantasy
cuz, and then Amaury Vergara se cagó. ¿Sabe qué chingados hizo that? He scared him off.
Nah, so one of the supposed rumors, I'll just say this one, the first one, is that Gabriel Milito was also supposedly in our radar, and that supposedly they were talking to both at the same time, and fucking Milito and Torrent know each other from their time at Barcelona with fucking Pep Guardiola. So supposedly when Torrent had or Milito had told Chivas that he wanted to be the only option, blah, blah, blah. Se puso sus moños, supposedly, and then Torrent had already sort of made the agreement verbally, whatever, and then they somehow ended up talking, and then Milito told him, hey, did you know that you weren't the only option, and this is how much they offered me, supposedly.
Oh, bro.
So then he
That's
probably got offered way less, and then overnight, that's how it sort of got back to limbo.
So we would have been the first to break the news. Fuck.
Yeah, but el dinero.
Bro, that's some scandalous stuff, though, like, for you to, like, kind of mess up with the negotiations. Like, I get it, like, but, yeah.
Like, this is how much they offered me. So, Rob, you would be like, oh, hell no. You'd be like,
Kind of, but you just go back, hey, let me fucking serve me up a little bit more, you know? Fuck.
But, bro, imagine he already gave his word. También, like, just because they didn't offer him as much, I mean, I don't know why the difference in the offer, I guess. But then the other rumor is supposedly that fucking Torrent is also wanted by Monterrey, and Monterrey is going in hard for him. And that supposedly he's playing us both ways. I don't know what's true.
Most too, because I heard supposedly that we didn't announce Torrent earlier because supposedly there was a rumor that he was waiting to see if Monterrey was going to advance or not. And I think if Monterrey would have won, then maybe they announced him earlier. But now that they got eliminated and they fired luego a el güey de Monterrey.
De Michelis.
Yeah, so I think, yo creo que lo del Monterrey ya venía de tiempo.
Well, you know what? Monterrey was about to sign Almeida.
I heard that rumor,
But
too.
Almeida wanted time off, and he told them, hey, I'll be there after the Club World Cup. And they said, no, we want you here on Monday. So I think right now they're sort of scrambling. Monterrey is to try to get someone.
Well,
And supposedly I saw someone post today, or just before we got on, that Monterrey's traveling to Barcelona as we speak to try to convince Torrent. I don't know, bro. At this point, I just say, fuck that fool, go for someone else.
Yeah,
Damn,
fuck
hella
that, too.
drama in the Liga.
And
MX.
Chivas, it's just with Chivas because Chivas owner right now, Amari, is still a bitch too, like Eric says.
For Amaury or for Almeida to come back, Amaury Vergara would have to fucking grab his ball sack and have a fucking conversation with him because no salieron bien. And that's always the topic. Like, they no salieron bien. And in order for him to ever come back, they would have to talk it out, literally. And I don't see that happening.
Yeah, especially with egos like that. Nope.
Bro, yo no puedo creer cómo puedes salir mal with the guy who brought you back. Like, I never understand that shit. ¿Cómo sales mal? If I'm the owner, I'm like, dude, tell me what the fuck you want because I don't want you to leave. Like, I don't understand that shit.
Nomás por sus huevos.
Easy.
But, I mean, how much time do we got, Eddie, like for Chivas? When does the season start again? In August?
Yeah, I can't remember if the fucking, what is that league called again?
The
League's Cup, literally. I can't remember if that starts before, but I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. Fucking, we need to get shit going. Like, to have a serious fucking plan in place to get this show on the road.
Gotta get a coach like today, Rob. Like today.
Get it. Hey,
Rob,
let's drop
you looking for work?
No. Oh, for coaching the Chivas? Fuck. I wouldn't want you guys to hate me. You guys would fucking, you know.
Oh, we'd go in on you every week.
Every week. Hey, ese pinche Rob. Hey, good,
even if you
tactics.
win, why the fuck did he take out that fool?
Hey, why didn't he try the youngster? Fuck. Why didn't he take out the veterano? Fuck, bro.
Yeah, well, I would be pissed at that if you did that, Rob.
What? Give the youngster?
Take out the veterano.
Oh no!
It's like how many times do I get pissed?
My tactics require to run. The veterano can't run anymore. We got to put the youngster in. All right, that's what I would tell you.
Yes. Gabby, what's the update on Rob's shirt?
My brother gets there next week, like on the 23rd. So he'll be there for like 5-6 days, and then Rob will have his new Chivas shirt.
Hey, that first game of the season, this pod's gonna be looking fire.
Shit.
Flames.
Shit, we're gonna be coming out.
Hey. Check it out.
He went somewhere.
He said
He got his own. He got his own.
Shit.
I didn't come empty-handed, bro.
Pues.
And this is the new Nike one or what?
Oh, let's go.
Fire.
That's for your little girl?
For sure.
That's badass.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, speaking about the Nike, when should we hear a deal? Soon?
Oh, shit. Why didn't you give me one of those ones? Damn, that was fucking hard.
Rob, you were asleep, bro. Chill out.
Hey,
you missed out, literally.
BT sleeping on everything.
Fill in the chat, Gabby. What happened that day?
So fucking, I was, I just want to thank the dear Lord Jesus Christ for saving my dad.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Shout out to him, man.
Yes.
For the pod fan, if you guys don't know, I was going through some personal issues, but everything got taken care of. But at the hospital where we were at, right across the street, there was a centro comercial. I fucking went there every day. So there was all kinds of sports stores and stuff like that. And then I walked in, and my guy Rob over here was like, "Hey, I can never find the Chivas shirt. They don't have my size." I walked in there, and there's a rack just fucking full, and I was like, "There has to be a fucking size right there."
Yes, sir.
So boom, I found his size. I was like, "Yo, Rob, I got you a shirt."
Hey.
The next day I went again. I found another one, pero se durmió el guy.
And that one was
the second thing was
Rayada.
the one that I wanted, the one with the fucking stripes. Dude.
Hey, long sleeve too. You don't find those too often.
Dog, man, you should have just got it for me.
Dude, all I gotta say is that the Adidas store in Mexico and the newer Era stores in Mexico have the best shit.
Ooh, and Mero Guanatos or what?
Man, the fucking Adidas store had a full wall. Like, bam, I'm just like samba after samba after, like, they have all the best fucking shoes. I'm just like, damn.
I'm gonna need to take an extra luggage just for that shit.
Oh, but hey, I got lucky in Vegas. We got a brand new Adidas superstore
Adidas store, the
in the strip.
a flagship store.
It's massive. I haven't gone yet, but I'm sure they're gonna have all the Adidas.
Shit, I'm gonna have to tell Sir to bring me a bottle too. Fucking not only that jersey.
Hit 'em up,
If you're
hit 'em up.
listening to this, Carlos, fucking bring a fucking bottle.
He will. He'll probably be listening to this episode. But let's go over real quick a little bit about MLB because I know you weren't on the last episode, but so I want you to see where we're at in MLB right now.
Oh yeah, I know some series just finished up right now, but I mean where standings are right now. Most of the teams that are actually I feel like that are in first place. These are the teams that I think are either going to win it. I think it's going to stick. This is the teams that I feel are going to stick and win it, each division. But everyone that's in first place right now.
We're a
In
quarter
all
of
the
the way
divisions.
Yeah, so New York Yankees, I feel like they're going to win their division. The Tigers, I think they're going to win it. The Mariners, if they don't fuck
Don't
it
say
up,
it.
they'll
Don't
win
say
it.
it. Don't say it. Don't say
through.
it.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna lose this division this year, Rob.
Yeah.
Again?
Yep.
By
yep,
one game? Don't make playoffs by
yep,
one game
yep,
again?
Yep.
The Mets, the Cubs, and the Dodgers. I think those are the ones that are going to basically win it out.
Dude, but tell me about your division.
Well, the Dodgers ended up winning again today. They've been dealing with so many injuries, bro. They have like everybody on the injured list.
Sasaki's on IR.
Yeah. But sometimes I feel like the Dodgers, as you know, Gabi, the Dodgers use the injured list sometimes just to give the pitchers a break because they know they're going to have to use that arm in October, you know?
They beat the Athletics 19-2 today.
Damn.
Otani is tied
Las
with the league.
Vegas. The Las
Vegas
Vegas
Athletics,
Athletics.
baby.
Hey.
I might get season tickets. Fuck it.
Hey, that would be hard. They're actually a pretty good team this year, bro. They're actually the A's the last few weeks actually have been an interesting team to watch.
Yeah,
they
agreed.
have been.
They beat the Mariners in one game, I think, too.
Yeah.
So,
Not just one, I think. They fucking...
Rob, we are officially a quarter of the way through the season already. Do you believe that?
Yeah,
So-
baseball just así se. It's
Well,
like that.
This is a good milestone because of, like you said, like where the teams are at right now. The Detroit, the Mets, the Dodgers, the way the Yankees are playing right now. Boston is right behind the Yankees, though, but only by like 2 or 3 games. The Padres, for example, right now are on fire. It's a good milestone to see like how the teams are doing.
The team that I mentioned right before before the year, right? The Braves again too. They starting to get really really hot again, and actually they after starting 0-7, they're now 22-22. So
They went on like an 8-game win streak recently.
yeah, the Twins too. The Twins are like on an 11-game winning streak, I think, or something like that.
So, but they're still only like third in their division, whereas like the Cardinals are second in their division.
Cardinals had a huge winning streak just before this, so some teams are getting hot, and then some teams are gonna, like, as you'll see, like injuries and everything are gonna show why they're not gonna go as far, you know. So,
Yeah.
but
Real quick, the Mariners play the Padres next this weekend, and then after that, they got the White Sox. So hopefully the Mariners have a good little streak in there. Who are your Dodgers? Who are your
The
Dodgers
Do-
playing?
the Dodgers right now, they play the Angels this tomorrow.
That
But-
helps the Mariners too. If they beat the Angels, that helps our Mariners stay up there too.
I mean, the Angels are the last place team.
Still, we don't want to do, dude. That still like in the AL West, that they're still like with Houston and Texas, they're still like 1 game apart.
And the A's are 2 games back, so
I
at
hope
this
the
point,
Mariners, I hope the Mariners make the playoffs. I hope you guys make the playoffs.
Fuck. We fucking need it. Honestly, even with getting swept over the weekend and losing 2 out of 3 to the Yankees, like it didn't feel like the typical like, oh, here we go again. I don't know. I still have hope. Like once Logan Gilbert and Kirby come back, and even Bryce Miller, like they put him on the IR for 15 days because he's been struggling. Like, I think once we get back into it, I got some hope, man.
Yeah, same.
yeah, you guys, your strength is not your strength right now, which is your pitching. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's crazy, but that's all right because our batting has gone up at least.
Yup. So I know a lot of good matchups still like this weekend. So we'll end up. I know right now we didn't recap series, but on Monday you and I, Fabian,
Yep.
we'll like recap series over the weekend and give another touch up on what happened. So
Touch up, and we'll keep touching up on the players too, like
yeah,
who's doing good or who hasn't been doing
shit.
good.
Fuck,
Otani's been killing it.
I thought we were gonna go away with no Judge bombs, and he hit us with one the last night, I think.
The Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
And that was to like put them to like tie or go ahead or something,
Yeah.
right? So, Pinchy Judge.
We'll bring him up on Monday, Rob, because I have a few things to say about that guy too.
Oh, for real.
So just a little teaser for the cuz out there. So keep an eye out. Me and Rob will be touching up on that guy.
Be bringing up Freddie Freeman too. That
Freddie
motherfucker's
Freeman
a G
also.
dog.
Exactly. So good MLB update. I think we should get into our last segment where I feel like we're gonna have a lot to say. So this week was weird, dude. Monday the NFL released a few games. On Tuesday they released the international games, where Eric's bronchitis are involved in some international games. And then on Wednesday, they released the full schedule for everyone. Real quick, I just want to go over who did you guys see who had the hardest schedule and who had the easiest schedule? Did you guys see any of that?
Yeah, the Giants had the hardest schedule.
Russell Wilson and the Giants.
Can you
Hardest
explain
schedule.
to the chat, Rob, how they sort of base that though?
The strength of schedule?
Yeah.
So the strength of schedule would be based off of like the teams how they played last year, and then they rank them basically based off of that. So how all their
So the
basically
teams
schedule ranks.
the teams that the Giants are playing this season, a lot of those teams like either made the playoffs or were really good in standings last year.
Yep.
So that's why the Giants have a hella hard schedule.
Well, yeah, their division too, huh?
Yeah. So let me real quick. They got Washington first, Dallas, Kansas City, and the Chargers. You see, so those 4 games right away for against the Giants. That's going to be tough. The mother suckers got the easiest schedule.
Fuck
Are
those
the
fools.
The 49ers.
They had the hardest one last year, so I mean,
Here, let me go over who they have. They have
I'm still butthurt. I'm not gonna let it go.
fuck CMC, huh?
oh, because of Christian.
It's all your fault, Rob. You told me to draft him.
No McCaffrey.
They're playing Seattle first, then they play the Saints, then they play the Cardinals, and then they play the Jaguars. I still don't see them having it that easy with those teams coming up, especially because they're playing Seattle first, and then the Cardinals also are not going to be really easy. Same with the Jaguars, so that's where I'm a little confused at.
I thought the Rams play the Seahawks first week.
No, Seattle 49ers.
No, that was
first
fake
game.
news.
That was fake news.
Yeah.
Provided by Compa Gabi.
Oh shit! Eh?
It wasn't from one of my sources. It was a scroll. I was just scrolling and I was like, oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah, I scrolled when I saw Dominic Torrent, who I scrolled.
We don't play till week 11, Rob,
Oh what?
in LA,
In LA.
Damn.
and then fucking week 14, or sorry, 16.
Damn, that's close to the end.
That is close to the end.
So the Rams play Houston week 1. Damn. We thought the Broncos played them.
Who do your Broncos play, Eric? Week 1?
Tennessee, that's a win.
The Rook, he's coming to Denver.
Pobre.
Oh shit, that's gonna be tough.
How
That's
many
gonna be super tough.
picks? How many picks?
I don't even
How
want
many
to
sacks?
jinx it, but nah, our defense is fucking good. It's a horrible first game for him, though. Honestly, like it's like the worst possible game you could ask for at Denver, at the altitude
Denver.
against what I think is the best
rookie.
defense in the NFL. But that's the worst
Yeah.
game for him possible.
Eesh. Detroit
Yeah, I
has
mean-
a.
Gabby, who was the first week against the Raiders?
We go play
The
New England
Patriots.
Patriots in
Oh, the Patriots.
Foxborough.
That's a good fucking game, like in general.
Tom Brady versus the Patriots, and then
Oh,
the
that's
Raiders,
right.
The Raiders versus McDaniels.
And the Patriots got the third easiest schedule. Quick stat for Eddie. Stephon Diggs is with the Patriots now. So there's, for fantasy implications with Drake May, Stephon Diggs looks pretty good on the Patriots. So keep a tab on that one, Eddie, so you could draft them in like the 5th or 6th round.
Eddie,
thanks,
he
man.
just came off a fucking ACL tear, bro. You don't really
Hey,
want
nah, but here we go. Here we go. Segment for Fabian. You know why he's living life right now?
What?
He's with
Why?
Miss Cardi B.
shit.
De
Do
la
you know her,
República.
Fabian?
No,
Do you know who she is or what?
no, I don't know who she is.
Wait, you really don't?
No, I know. Well, yes, but I don't want to know.
They were at the Knicks game the other day, I think.
That's right. I did see that. And she was like looking away all weird while he was like talking to someone else.
Yeah.
But
Fun fact for you, since we didn't have a here we go segment from you today.
That's right. I knew about that, but I didn't bring it up. So
Shit, there's the best matchups of week 1 though. I would say it's either Baltimore Buffalo.
yeah,
That one's one of the best ones. Kansas City out the Chargers. That's going to be a solid one.
in Sao Paulo, si te pego.
TJ Bell. Yep, that one's going to be solid. They're not going to be able to eat food, but fuck it. And
We got to talk about the very first game on Thursday, Dallas versus Philly, Thursday night. That should be an interesting game too, because like I was saying in the last episode, Dallas got his name from the Steelers,
Pickens.
So that improves their offense a little bit because it keeps some stress off of CeeDee Lamb, which is Gabby's guy. Would you redraft him, Gabby?
It depends where I'm at on the draft.
Let the draft come to you. That's a good strategy too.
Auto draft? What?
Fuck no, I hate auto draft. I hate it.
Oy, chico.
Oy, chico.
Venezuelanas,
Yeah. He already confirmed.
you know why? Because you could be drafting and you're gonna be like, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get that guy, and like, if he makes a decision to take a different guy, you're like, okay, cool. He lands to your spot. And you're like, cool, I got him. But then if he's auto drafting, the best available player is gonna go to him.
Hey, you should force him to have to at least pick like the first 8 or 10, like, and then he can auto draft after that.
No, or at least one Tank Bigsby type pick.
Also, su perra madre.
Fucking hilarious.
Rob,
Hey.
you know which team I think got the hardest schedule? Because everyone's saying that the Giants got the hardest schedule. For me, it's the Bills, because let me read off the teams. The first 5 teams that the Bears are playing: Vikings, Lions, Dallas, and then the Raiders. And after that, they have a bye. Week 5. So
Who?
the Bears. They're playing the
said the
Vikings
Bills.
first.
You said the
Oh,
Bills.
shit. My bad. The Bears,
Oh,
the
well, yeah,
Chicago
the-
Bears.
They're second on the list, no?
yeah, them
second,
and the
but also-
Lions.
I still think that the Bears have a harder schedule than the Giants, because the
Well, yeah.
Vikings, the Lions, Dallas, and then Vegas right after that, and then a bye, dude. So they could be going the first 5 games like 0-5.
Yeah, but we don't know what Vikings is though. Like with JJ McCarthy coming off the meniscus, we don't know how he's gonna look.
And
Their
then,
defense.
yeah, their defense is solid. But then they have an easy one with the Saints. Like, that one's going to be easy dub. But, yeah, the Bengals, Ravens, that 2 weeks in a row, too, they're going to have to score, like, fucking 40 points each game to even have a shot.
To keep up with them.
Yeah, so they do have them, and the Lions have the toughest schedule, too. So we'll see if the Lions have a drop-off from what they did last year, because, with these guys they're not going to probably go 14-2 or for whatever they did.
Nah.
But they'll end up, we'll see. They're going to have a drop-off in wins. Watch.
That's crazy that 2 NFC North teams have like really hard schedules, because the Bears and the Lions are in the same NFC North.
Shit, look at the Lions. They end up playing the Packers, the Bears, the Ravens, the Browns, the Bengals, the Chiefs in the first 6 games.
And here's another stat for Eddie. This season, the Lions are playing 7 outdoor games. You know why that's
last year they
important,
played
Eddie?
15.
They play in a
3.
dome.
They play in a dome. And last season, Rob, they only had 3 outdoor games. This year,
And
they
that
have
helps Jared
7.
Goff. That helps out Jared Goff. So
When he plays
¿Tienes miedo al
outside,
frío o qué?
he's got small hands, dog. Can't grip the ball.
That's true.
He just isn't good in the cold. Like there's certain quarterbacks or certain players like that just I guess don't do well. But
And then there's one quarterback that's really good in the cold.
Aaron Rodgers?
No, it's the way that those Bills.
Oh, Josh Allen?
Josh Allen.
Well, no one wants to fucking hit that guy. He's fucking all he does is on those cold games is he just fucking runs. That's all he does.
What? How do your Raiders look, Gabby? Looking at their schedule, what do you think?
Better than Eric thinks. We've definitely improved from last year for sure. But we'll see. I don't know. Positive vibes coming from the mini camp, from the rookie mini camp, and then training camp. And Geno Smith is looking solid, throwing balls to Brock Bowers. So we'll see.
Give me their first 5 games or teams that they're playing against, so I could quickly see if they could do good or not.
We go to New England, then we got Monday Night Football with the Chargeless at our second home in LA.
That's not an easy one. Okay.
So that'll be a blackout in LA. And then we go to Washington. That's going to be hard.
That's a hard one at Washington.
Yeah. And then Chicago comes here. And then
Beat them.
We have the Colts.
So I could see like them being like a 3-2 in the right off the bat.
They play the Titans and the Jaguars 2 out of the next 3 after that, though. That's pretty easy. They could start off good.
They could maybe start off like 4-1 or 3-2.
No, after the Titans we have to go to Kansas City.
Speaking about Kansas City, they're playing Eric's team. Eric, when are they playing them?
Well, we play them twice, but we'll play them on Christmas is a big one.
On Prime Video, and I'm not a sponsored man, so I can't give them any more props. But yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
Did you see on Christmas too? There's 3 games on Christmas, and 2 of them are going to be on Netflix. So for all those compa cuz, that have Netflix, you'll be able to watch some football on Christmas.
Bro, they gotta fix some shit, because last time I watched them on Netflix, shit was lagging for a little bit. It was a little
for
bit
everyone.
behind. So they better fix that real quick.
If you want advice on how to beat the Chiefs on Christmas, let me know.
I mean, I think we're pretty set in that department. I mean, that's not a shot. I'm just saying we play them really well, so I don't think we struggle with the Chiefs.
Because you guys beat them, their backups last year?
I mean, do you want me to pull up? I could pull up the record and the scores and all that, or
I think the one that most people remember, though, Eric, is when they played Kansas City at the end because Kansas City rested their players. That's what most people
remember. Did we tell them to?
Did you tie them?
No, did we tell them to?
No. But
did anyone force them to? It's not my fault. Cincinnati had to wait till the last few games to fight for the playoffs. The fuck? It's not my issue.
Still, it would give them more credibility if the Broncos would have beaten them with their starting
well,
squad.
if your team was in the position of the Kansas City Chiefs, you would want to rest your star players going into the playoffs. And don't tell me you wouldn't.
No, I would. Yeah. I think almost most teams would do that. The other crazy stat, Eddie, that I have here is that Kansas City has the most primetime games this season with 7. You going to try to watch any of those games or not?
Not unless, or only if Taylor Swift's on. That's why I watch football. I don't know about you guys.
Is that because your girl watches it too with you, or does she not care about football?
No.
Because that's what my girl would
I'm a Swiftie.
Oh, no más.
That's right.
You too, Rob?
What? No, back in high school maybe, but no, not anymore.
No,
hey, Rob, what record's your team going?
My team, well, we're going first place, so we're gonna. Let's see. Let me take a look at our schedule.
First place where?
First place in the whole fucking NFC, bro.
All right. We'll see about that.
I saw some analysts saying that they predict San Francisco to go first and the Rams to be second.
Nah.
because of the strength of schedule, the teams that the 49ers are playing, and because they should be having most of their players back healthy with Ayuk, with McCaffrey, Brock Purdy should be all right. Their offensive line is getting back to normal. The strength of schedule is what keeps the 49ers like up there. That's what a lot of analysts were saying.
I mean, the only games that I'm kind of worried about would be the Eagles game and then the Ravens. Other than that, I think every other team and the Lions because they fucking always play as hard. But other than those teams, I think we have a shot against every other team.
So you're saying you're gonna go like 15-2?
No, I'm just saying that I feel good about all those other games.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying though. Like what? Like realistically.
What record?
Realistically, let's see. The Texans. The first game of the year. I'll say the Rams are gonna win. Titans 2-0. Eagles will lose 2-1. I say we're gonna go. I'll say we'll go 12-5.
12-5. Okay.
12-5. I'll just say it right now.
Yeah, I got us going between 10 to 12 wins.
Yeah.
So
I'll say 12-5. Let me see I'll guess you guys right now. Let me see what you guys will go.
please tell me how my team's gonna do, Rob.
I'll tell you.
Damn, you guys have some easy matchups too. I like that.
49ers.
God damn, I'm like, damn, you guys could get 12 wins right there.
I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but
Fuck.
We play the Steelers week 2 with Metcalf.
So Steelers would probably be, unless their defense is super solid, you guys.
No, we could beat them.
The Saints is like everyone's going to win against. I think they might go 0-16. So
Yep. The Cardinals would be a tough matchup, but we could probably pull that one off.
the Buccaneers is going to be a good one. That'll be like a high-scoring game. The Jaguars, you guys are going to take them. Imagine they come out and surprise us this year and fucking
Who, the
actually
Jags?
play. Yeah, imagine.
With Eric Hunter.
Yeah. No, I think that I don't think that the 49ers have a shot. I think it's going to be between the Rams and the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
hopefully
But looking at your guys' opponents, I can see you guys doing pretty well.
for the content, let's get it.
Did you guys see the miles traveled for each team?
No, what is it?
So the charge list, they have the most miles travels out of any team, 37,000, and then it's the LA Lambs, they have 34,000.
Pinches faders over here, fucking. I'm catching all these names. I
was about to say, hey, you need to fucking clear it up for people to know. I don't think people understand what the fuck you're saying with the charge list.
Yeah, I knew what he was meaning. I knew what he meant. I do.
I know what he was saying, but I'm saying the listeners, they're like, what the fuck is the charge list?
The Chargers, a.k.a. the charge list.
All right, the Chargers 37,000 miles, the Rams 34,000, and the Seattle Seahawks 31,000 miles. Those are the top 3.
God damn it.
I think it's a West Coast thing, though, no?
Yeah, it is. Partially, then with what the charge lists are going to
Sao Paulo.
Brazil first.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah, that adds some miles for you.
Yep.
that
Yep.
adds. What, you gonna go down there and watch them, Fabian, or what?
If I could, I would. Allá en Auschwitz te pego. Just for the vibes.
Pero allá sí te pegan.
Oh, sí. Nah, it's gonna be good, man. I can't wait. I think I saw that we're only about a few hundred days away from the beginning of the season. So, yeah, 30, 60, 90, yeah, a few hundred, less than 100, or about 100 something games.
Gabby, did you see that? I think Pete Carroll accidentally leaked our preseason game.
Yeah.
That the Raiders are coming up to Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
shit.
was funny.
Oh, shit. That would be badass.
Yeah, I hope Pete Carroll kicks your guys' ass.
I might have to go up there for them.
You're gonna have to hold on to your seat for that one, Rob.
I hope Pete Carroll beats the Donkeys.
So,
That one for sure.
well, that's easy.
What week do they play each other, Eric?
10 and 14.
Oh damn, that's like at the end.
Middle and endish.
We got to go over there when it's cold.
That's right. And the Raiders are an indoor team.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot of good games. A lot of good games. There's a lot of international games too, Rob, that I talked on the last episode. There's going to be a football game at the Estadio Bernabeu
Oh shit! Really?
this year, this season. It's going to be the Dolphins against the Commanders.
So, so when Eric tries to complain about Madrid's money, that's why, because we actually use our stadium for other things than soccer.
Damn, are you bringing up La Liga right now while we're talking about our NFL?
Another one, Eddie.
I'm just bringing up
Another
money,
one.
dog.
Damn.
Another one.
Is
Eddie.
Camp now?
Going
Is
through
Camp
it,
now
man.
being used? Manchester United uses theirs too, don't they?
Negative.
They haven't used it.
Rob, you can take all the fucking concerts you want. That doesn't affect me. I actually want you guys to have more concerts there. Because from what I saw, people were complaining about your pitch.
Well, we're making more money, all right? That's what we're gonna be. Don't be complaining
Hey,
when we spend it.
keep making that money.
We're gonna spend it.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean that's a lot of good games coming up in the near future. We'll keep tabs on it when we get closer because I think that strength of schedule is gonna determine where we draft our players for this upcoming fantasy season too. So, like looking at the teams that have the easiest schedule, I might draft a Christian McCaffrey, or I might draft an Olave from the Saints. I might draft Stephon Diggs from the Pats because I know that their schedule is going to be lighter than most.
There's a wide receiver that I maybe like straying away from, even though he had a solid rookie year.
Who?
Malik Neighbors, bro. He has like some matchups against some of the toughest corners. Like, I think 10 weeks he's matching up against some of the best corners.
And then having Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
Does he have any help to maybe get the attention off of him?
There was one other guy that plays across from him. Do you remember, Rob?
Wan'Dale Robinson?
Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson, and there's another one that they just played, Slayton.
Slayton.
Yeah, I
Slayton.
don't know about that one.
Yeah.
No, but they paid that guy a lot of money.
Hey, has anyone ever have you guys seen like a comparison of like when they do the strength of schedule versus like how it actually turned out the following season? Like I'd be curious about that to see how much it really like weighs, you know?
That's why I don't put too much into it as well, because like you still have to go out and play the games. There's going to be changes that teams make over the, like the Raiders. Oh, the Raiders might have sucked last year with their strength, but then this year they can turn it around. So it's like,
and injuries, obviously.
Injuries are huge.
So I wouldn't take it to that much. Like,
but it's still a good base, right?
Yeah, it gives you a good idea.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying earlier, it depends on how the teams did last season, meaning how hard it'll be for the teams that are playing each other this season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of good games, especially around Christmas time on Netflix and on Prime. I think a lot of people can watch those games. Hopefully, the games look good, like Eric said.
I mean, if you have Gabby's new Wi-Fi, you should be set.
Oh, that's right.
Shout out Cox.
That's right. Cox Internet.
COX for those of you listening.
COX Internet.
Hey, we got a new gate on the pod. It's called the Wi-Fi gate. We're trying to figure out who has the best Wi-Fi now.
We're gonna have to do a
speed test.
A speed test and post it on either on the Instagram or on the whatever.
Chat.
On the
Hey, someone changed those fucking alarms though, for sure, dog.
No, Rob.
Yeah, we know you did, Rob.
Yeah,
Thanks for bringing it up. We know you changed your batteries.
I did have it one time, but that was the one time, and it wasn't on the pod.
Cabrón. Before we leave, Eric, do you want to say anything about your Broncos?
No. Just looking forward to getting started. I'm excited for football, man.
That's right.
What are you more excited for, football or fantasy?
No, because I think it's more stressful to deal with fantasy than it is to deal with watching Broncos games.
What's more stressful, the actual like fantasy game or going on the chat?
Both. it's dealing with the opponent. Like the opponents you deal with in the fantasy are tougher than like me being like, fuck, we're playing the Chiefs. Like I stress more about like, God, estos pinches, el que me va a tocar.
Hijos de
Like,
su chingada.
fuck.
Who do I start? Who do I bench? Oh man, that's the worst.
Or when, like we were saying earlier, like when Carlos wakes up and has like 241 messages, he's like, hijo de su chingada madre.
Or what did France do? He started his QB versus his defense.
So he was canceling his
That
own
was
points right there.
Hey, even for me, like my first year doing fantasy, I was like, "What is he doing, bro?"
You're canceling out points right there.
He was
probably
playing
did
me. He was playing me, and I was watching the game, and I was like,
Who's he rooting for, huh?
And then the defense would do something. I'm like, oh fuck! Like,
And then you go check.
Hey, but you know the funniest thing is that no
point
one
is like
noticed
this.
anything at the beginning.
To tell him.
Yeah, no one noticed until I think I was the one that started. And I was like, "Hey, fool, is this fool starting?" Is
Hey, he had some type of strategy in his head. I don't know.
But that was hilarious.
What about when you forget to change your lineup?
No, that's still nah. I made a
Sore
I made a
subject.
promise and a vow that I wasn't gonna bring up any drama anymore, and I'm past it, and I'm moving on. So,
I
but
think,
do better.
Yeah,
Hey,
be
Gary,
better next year, Eric.
what sort of is there more stuff left to vote on in the chat or what? Or are we pretty much set?
I think that's it. I have everything written down. I just have to post like everything's voted on. I just have a green check mark. I just post like, hey, here are the new changes, and then
Hey, I think you need to put a list and then fucking signature at the bottom. Everyone signs it. So when we go back, if there's any excuses, no excuses.
be
We
like, you signed
notarize
it
that
right here.
shit. We notarize that shit too now.
now I'm gonna have you guys send me a picture of your fucking thumbprint.
With blood?
Sanguis.
Sangre por sangre.
Yeah.
When are we gonna make a trophy for just next year when I'm not the winner, but I'm gonna win again? But are you guys just once
No,
once
no.
it's
We're gonna. I showed my compadre a couple last year.
Yeah, there's some stuff in the works. Don't worry. We got you.
are we gonna etch my name in there for the first round, and then every year we put another one?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know if you knew, Rob. The first season didn't count.
I
So,
thought it
hey,
was just
it counted in my bank account.
Ándale. Good one. No, but
It counts what you guys all know.
It was my trial run. My trial is over. Now I gotta actually buy in.
Eddie, tips are always available here. You know, I share information anytime you want.
He wants to help out someone else, Eric.
I don't like any tips inside me or around me. Thank you
no
very
más.
much.
So I was gonna buy a trophy. I was also gonna buy a last place trophy for Eric and just send it to him, but I never got to it.
Sanguis.
Ah, the balls,
And he-
the gooch,
and
the
he-
gooch.
how they're trying to entice me to go back into the drama. Me vale madre. I'm good.
Hey,
I'm
you're a new
chilling.
person.
New
I'm
year, new
chilling.
you.
Nah, but I'm excited honestly for our second official season of fantasy football with the fantasy cuz.
That's right.
Yeah.
How this whole mess started here, guys.
That's kind of the basis of this podcast.
Hey, I'm gonna take credit though, cause there was one point when this whole thing fell apart when I had to talk Eric off the ledge. We were versing each other, and he was literally about to quit.
What do
And
you
I
mean?
told him, "Hell nah." Talked him
Tell
off
him.
the ledge, and now
This
we're here, guys.
motherfucker made me get on the computer and resend him his whole fucking team.
Yep.
No, that was the second time.
God. I had to log on. I had to log on the computer and literally grab all his players and put them back on his team.
No. You know what pissed me off the most? When France started trading all the players, and then this was accepting.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wait, what the?
Yeah.
And then everyone started veto.
Yo,
Yeah.
you're like, wait, relax.
Oh man. Hey, this guy put Tom Brady as his he picked up Tom Brady. Bro.
Gabi?
Just in case.
No, Eric.
Just
Oh,
in
yeah.
case Tom Brady came back.
Oh, that one's for the history books, guys.
It is. There's so many things that we could talk about, and I think little by little we'll be bringing it out. When we get closer to football, we're gonna be talking a lot more about the chat.
Shout out to Bo Nix for helping my fantasy championship.
You're welcome. I don't know how that's a shot. You're welcome.
Who says it was a shot?
Oh, were you being nice to me? Oh, sorry.
I'm not
We'll
being nice
record
to you.
this.
Sorry.
Who said I was being nice to you? I was talking about Bo Nix. That Bo Nix isn't
Oh,
your.
sorry.
Oh,
This was
damn.
meant for you, Fabian. I mean, Gabby. I mean, Eddie. That was meant for you.
That
The
was-
Bo Nix comment.
That was,
Shout out to Bo Nix. Shout out to everybody who colluded with me.
ni empieces. Ni empieces. That's
Hey, that
that's
word is
trigger.
banned around here,
It's,
okay?
it's triggering. It's a trigger warning.
We're going to ban that word.
It's on the
literally.
tab now.
Todo bien. Todo bien. But anyways, let's wrap it up, guys. I think that was a good episode. A lot we went over. There was a lot that we actually didn't go into also. I think next Thursday we're going to come up with the Mount Rushmore for you guys. We just, didn't have enough time today to go over it. So next week we'll have a good Mount Rushmore for everyone. But just want to say thank you guys for listening. Make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple iTunes. Go on Instagram, go on YouTube, go on TikTok, and follow us so you guys can leave us some comments so we can keep making this podcast caliente.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. We'll be back. Chat. Thank you.
Shout out to all the special guests. Fucking Lamine Yamal, special guest. Thank you.
Super
Thank you, everybody.
Saiyan.
Hey, familia, thank you for listening. Like Fabian said, throw out some questions on the socials that can give us some engagement.
Exactly.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Fierro. We out.
Track.